Hello internet and welcome to yet another video. My name is Amir. Thank you so much for joining me. This video is a 2019 music recap, and I first just want to say thank you for joining me on this journey in 2019. Back at the beginning of the year, I made a video saying that my New Year's resolution was to make 52 videos in 2019, one video per week. I did not accomplish that, but I got around to the halfway point. And I just want to say thank you for reaching out and connecting and talking music and talking sports and all that stuff. It's been great finding this community. So 2019 was, in my opinion, the year of comebacks. We had the first Tool record in 13 years in Fear Inoculum. We had the on-stage return of My Chemical Romance. We had a brand new record from Slipknot, one of their best that they've ever put out, in my opinion. We had a new Blink-182 record, a new Jimmy Eat World record. We had a brand new Weezer song, a brand new Fall Out Boy song, and a brand new Green Day song, all released on the same day with the announcement of a massive tour that's going to be happening in the summer of next year. We had Incubus go out on the road and revisit Make Yourself and play it in full every single night. There was a lot happening in 2019, and it went by so fast, and it was kind of hard to keep track of. But I just wanted to talk about some of my favorite moments, not just in the rock genre, but in music in general. First off, let's talk about that Tool record. First record in 13 years, Fear Inoculum, and it's unfortunately my least favorite record that Tool has put out. I feel like it's more of a jam session record than it is like a record. And I was talking to a friend about this the other day, where I said, even though I love Tool's musicianship, and I think Danny Carey is one of the best drummers in the world, and I think Adam and Justin are excellent musicians in their own right, the reason why I listen to Tool is for Maynard. I love his voice, I love his singing, and I love what he brings to the band. The very same reason why I listen to A Perfect Circle. I'm just a fan of Maynard. He's kind of invisible on this record. He's like in 20% of it, 25%, maybe 30% of it. But it's nice to hear new Tool music. It's nice that they finally have progressed from 10,000 Days, and now they have a new record, and it's nice, and it's there, and it's fresh, and now you can stream their music. So it's on Spotify, it's on Apple Music, it's on all that stuff. So the new record, I like Fear Inoculum, I like Tempest, and I like Pneuma, I believe is how you pronounce it. But the rest of it is a lot of hit or miss. A lot of sections that I feel like, you know, the fat could have been trimmed up. You could have taken out 3, 4, 5 minutes of content there, and you would have had a much better song. But nonetheless, it's good to see Tool is out there. They're still as popular as ever. I tried to get tickets to their show recently in San Jose, and it sold out like in 20 minutes or something like that. It was just like insane. My Chemical Romance comes back. Man, bands don't break up anymore. Bands just don't break up. The Police got back together. Pink Floyd got back together for one show. Bands don't break up. They kind of go off and do their thing for a while, and I understand it. I get it. I'm a musician. I've left bands before, only to come back and play reunion shows or whatever, because you want to do your own thing. You don't want to be like handcuffed to like what that band is or the type of music that band is. But My Chemical Romance is back, and they played their first ever, they played their first reunion show at the Shrine in LA. The set list looked freaking phenomenal. I watched some of the videos. I mean, there's the whole concert's online. People, you know, filmed every single song, and they just sound incredible. They started their set off with I'm Not Okay. You know, it's just perfect. Sound great. Crowd is singing along to absolutely everything. Breaking Benjamin is coming out with their acoustic record, and I like what I've heard so far from the acoustic versions of So Cold, and a new song that they put out that I can't remember the name of right now. I want to say Fade Away is what it's called, but it features Scooter from Cold. And to be honest, I can't really tell the difference of like when Ben is singing and when Scooter's singing, which might be a good thing. I don't know. But I'm enjoying what I'm hearing so far. I wish it was more acoustic. And what I mean by that is what they did is they like basically recorded a record, but instead of distorted guitars, it's acoustic guitars. But there's like still drumming, and they're still using crash cymbals and using sticks, not so much brushes or anything like that. At least on the 2 songs that I've heard. Who knows? The record's called Aurora, and I'm excited. I love Breaking Benjamin, so I'm excited to hear what they're going to do. And one of the videos that I'm doing in 2020 is an album discography ranking of the mighty Breaking Benjamin, so I'm excited to bring that to you. Blink-182's 9 record, I think, was a welcome return to form from what they did in California. utilizing Matt Skiba more so, and really putting out a record that I think the band could, I'm not saying that like they're not proud of California, but like putting out a record that I think the fans can really be proud of and listen to and say like, wow, yeah man, they really brought it with this record. The new Korn record was a welcome surprise. The best record that they've put out since Issues, in my opinion. Every song was freaking phenomenal. The production was great. Jonathan was fantastic on this record, and I know he went through some trauma, unfortunately, and my heart goes out to him. But the music that came from the Nothing record is some of my favorite that Korn has put out. Starset, quickly becoming one of my favorite bands, putting out another solid record, putting out amazing songs like Manifest, and one of my favorite songs of the year, and Diving Bell. I love the chorus of Diving Bell. I love the outro of that song. I love that song in general. The new Slipknot record, We Are Not Your Kind, is the best record that they have put out, in my opinion, since Volume 3. Nero Forte is probably my favorite song of the year, my second favorite song of the year. And I'll tell you what my favorite is in a second. It's probably not what you expect. But Nero Forte is a amazing, amazing, amazing song. I'm not a fan of the music video, but I love that song. I love the structure of that song. I love the arrangement of that song. I love the bridge of that song. The breakdown is absolutely amazing. I love the chorus. I love what Corey does with his vocals. Rhythmically, what he's doing with his voice, what he's doing lyrically, complement the music. Rhythmically, lyrically, to complement the music as like another instrument is freaking fantastic. I love that chorus and I love that song. So if I remember the first time hearing it, I was like at the gym and I was like, what the hell? And I rarely do this when I listen to albums. When it finished, I played it again. Instead of going to the next song to listen to the next, I'm like, no. That's too good to listen to. I have to hear that again. Speaking of favorite songs, my favorite song of the year, and the song that I think that had the most impact in 2019, is by an 18-year-old singer named Billie Eilish. You may have heard of her. And Bad Guy is, in my opinion, the song of 2019. I think she's a phenomenal artist, and she's somebody that I discovered, not to be like one of those people like, I knew her back before she was popular, but I discovered her when she was like 14, 15, when I heard a remix of Ocean Eyes on a Spotify playlist that I randomly found. And I didn't know who she was, and I was like, what the hell is this? And I like listened to it again. I'm like, man, this is beautiful. So I like went and like, clicked on her name, found the EP, and I was like, okay, cool, let me just check this out, and was blown away with every single song. It was like a mixture of like freaking, the attitude of Nelly Furtado with like when her first album came out, but with like modern instrumentation, modern production, and it was like, dude, this girl can sing, and holy shit, she writes all her songs. Oh, and holy shit, she's 15 years old. Are you kidding me? And then as a musician, being in my late 30s, I was like, okay, well, I give up because I can never write as good as that. And she's 15. And then to follow that up with Bad Guy was absolutely incredible. And then songs like When the Party's Over. Man, dude, I don't think any other artist had as big of an impact as Billie Eilish in 2019. Absolutely killed it. And continuing down the pop track, the Ed Sheeran record, the collaboration record, which I was not expecting anything from. I was like, oh, it's just a throwaway record. It's not like one of his like core records, because he put out like the Plus record, the Divide record, the Multiply record. Well, the Minus record is the only one left of like that, obviously. And I thought that was gonna be the next thing. I was like, no, I'm gonna do this like number 6 collaborations record, whatever, where like literally every song has a guest on it. I was like, oh man, he did this, and 3 of my favorite songs of 2019 are on that record. I love Beautiful People with Khaled. I love I Don't Care with Justin Bieber. And I love the final track on that record. It's called Blow, and it features Bruno Mars. And if you haven't heard Blow featuring Bruno Mars by Ed Sheeran, it is one of the best rock songs of 2019. I'm not kidding. That song is dope. Highly recommend you go check that out. Alright guys, that's the video for now. I just wanted to put out something and talk, because it's been a while since I put out my last video, which was me ranking all the Blink-182 records. If you haven't seen that video, go ahead and check it out, man. My list is controversial, to say the least. It is going to be a big year, and I'm excited to talk to you about it, as long as you will join me. This is the Amir channel. This is what I'm calling it out. It's a dumb name, but you know what? Who the hell cares? 2019's in the bag. I hope you have a phenomenal new year. Here's to awesome new music in 2020 and great times ahead. I'll see you in the next one.